Link, got last home game coming up, and it feels like just yesterday you were transferring in as a walk-on, and now you're leading the Pac-12 in receptions, and that's with missing basically 2 games. For you, I mean, just what has this journey kind of meant to you, and just how crazy is it how fast it's gone?
Man, it's meant everything to me, man. Like, I've dreamt about this for my whole life. Never, I really don't know how it would go. I just put that up to God and let His work unfold. But I've just been thankful for the process. Been thankful for the people that I've met. Been thankful for Pullman. Thankful for this university. Just being able to put this jersey on and represent not only the Coug logo but my last name as well. I always just think back to the process and what it took to get here, and that always does a great job of reminding me of my why and how long it's taken me to get to the success that I'm having. And it also, opens up my mind to what's ahead in my future, and that. It makes me so excited to not only finish one last game here at Giesa Field, but it's just a great reminder of what it's taken to get here, and just listening to Coach Dicker and knowing that we got to talk to the team on Thursday, man. It's really starting to hit home right now. So I'm just super grateful for this opportunity, super grateful for this journey, and it's just the beginning.
For you, obviously, the season maybe hasn't gone the way you've wanted so far. You've obviously had some injuries, and then, of course, the team has had their struggles. What do you kind of send as maybe a parting message to some of these guys to kind of solidify your impact on the culture and what you did to kind of help build what the current culture is?
Yeah, just like you said, I mean, I've been thinking about what I'm going to say to the team and kind of what my mantra, and it always just goes back to, just keep going. Regardless of your circumstance, don't let your circumstance dictate your outcomes. And I've always lived by that. And you're always striving for something more, and never being satisfied. So I really just want to preach to the team that regardless of whatever the circumstance may be, whether you may be hurt, whether you may not go in the season you want it to be, that you want to be having, you just keep going no matter what. There's always going to be light at the end of the tunnel, and every opportunity is a learning opportunity, man. You can always grow as a human being, you can always grow as a player, as a person. And how well of a teammate are you going to be when you leave this place? What is your legacy going to be said about you? What are your teammates going to tell about you? And just striving for greatness. Everyone wants to be great. It became average, so you really got to surpass greatness. And I think that's kind of been my my mantra this whole year, is really just what's next, what's next mentality, and just keep striving for greatness and just keep going regardless.
You and Isaiah both graduating at that inside slot position. Who are the new guys to watch out for? Who are the guys that Coug fans need to know the names of, really starting next year and then throughout the rest of their careers?
Sure, most definitely he's got to be my guy, Josh Meredith. This guy's been here since I've been here. He's really seen, the blueprint of what it takes to have success here at Wazoo. He's been behind guys like Calvin Jackson, Travell Harris, guys like me, guys like, who left this place before. That guy's definitely got to look out for him, and Orion Peters. Those guys have not only taken the backseat to some great players, but have done a tremendous job of just having that growing mindset and having that learning opportunity and learning and picking and choosing from not only multiple players but guys who've been in their seats before. So I know that their time is coming. They've been patient and been great teammates throughout their whole journey. So those two guys are definitely those guys are up and coming next.
There was a moment, I want to say the Stanford game, maybe ASU though, where you would have piled up like 7 or 8 receptions. And it happened so fast that we were like, does he really have like that many? Does it happen that way for you, or you kind of realize kind of how it's going in the moment?
Yeah, I mean, once one ball finds you, the next one finds you. So really, it really comes down to preparation. And, I've signed, tend to see this, trend where once I get the ball in my hands, it starts to find me. So really just making sure I'm in the right spot at the right time. And, in the moment, it doesn't seem like I have that many catches. But once when I get the stat sheet from Bill and I see it, I'm like, dang, like, that was a lot of catches out there. How many did I drop? How many missed opportunities? It's really the ones that I missed that I'd be counting on. It's not really how many, like the 16 catches. It's like, well, I had 21 targets. What happened to the other 5, So, it's I've had 16 catches in 3 years, and then you get 16 catches in a game. It's like, it's really just comes down to hard work and preparation. And once opportunity meets preparation, man, that's when you start to excel.
How do you tend to process a couple drops or just missed opportunities, how do you kind of tend to process that in
Yeah.
the game or afterwards?
Yeah, I had a couple this week, man. Really just focus drops, and really to me, it's just it's just part of the game. As part of the receiver position, you're gonna have some drops. It is what it is. You just gotta. What's the best part about it is your response. That's what people look for. Is how does this guy come back after a drop? What is he doing? Whether he's getting the ball or not. So I think for me, to get that out of my head, it's really just making positive impact on the field, regardless if I had the ball in my hands. So right after that drop, I had an inside run play where I got to go dig out a linebacker, and I made sure I put my helmet on his helmet and made sure I had my body on my body. So just making sure you're having positive impact after a negative play, and really just flushing it and getting to the next play, and not letting that haunt you, because that can be dictated as a receiver if you let drops haunt you. But it's a part of the game. It's a part of the process. You can't be perfect, and I think when people worry about drops, that's when it starts to creep into your mind, and you really just got to let it go and understand that you signed up for this position. And next thing you know, that's why you always got practice, right? You got to catch more balls after practice. So someone told me today that I got to catch balls. That's what I did. So it's part of my job. Appreciate it. Mahalo, guys.